this feeling, baby, we're invincible.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Notts County. As always, if you're enjoying the save, drop a like on the video, that'd be tremendous. Today, we're starting with Regan Booty. Has Booty signed for anyone yet? You're damn right he has. He signed for Real Sporting de Gijón over in presumably the second tier of Spain. So he had a solid career for us. Like, he did brilliantly in those first 5 years. I think he got double-digit assists, and I think sometimes even goals, in virtually every single season for us, which is incredible. I think he got nearly 100 assists for Notts County in all comps. Or not even in all comps, in the league, in fact. So he got 20, that's 37, that's 50, 62, 73. Oh, not quite. He wasn't going to quite get there to 100 assists, but it's bloody close, I have to say. Also, since it's the start of the week, time to thank new patrons. This week it is Matthew, Derrick, and Azais up their pledges, so thank you to both of you. That is awesome, and to everybody else over there, that is incredibly awesome of you as well. Now, I've had to record the start of this episode 5 times now because I'm having all sorts of crashing issues with FM. I think it might be because of my graphics card drivers. I hope. The first time I had black screens and then it just wouldn't, it was frozen. Then I tried to go into the match and then the whole thing just crashed. All my software that I was running crashed, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it was just because my graphics drivers are out of date. Otherwise we might have a more serious problem here and I'm not entirely sure what that would be. When I saw the new Saints page, I thought you'd switched clubs. My heart stopped for a second. Yeah, can you imagine if I started an episode by being like, hi, welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding the New Saints. Something magical has happened. It's the best way I can describe it. We might have a youth intake in today's episode too. We've got an awful lot of stuff. There's a bumper crop of off-camera matches. We've got 2 live comms and another game in between. This is going to be a long episode, I sense, but hopefully it'll be worth it. So first up, we got our 3rd consecutive 1-0 victory, and I believe the 2nd consecutive victory due to a Lamjed Chitiu penalty. Weirder still is the fact that that's the 3rd penalty this season I've seen since that new patch that seemed to be just out of the blue and unexplained. Kind of like the Harry Kane one against us, and then the one we got in the last episode. It's very strange. A bit of a fortunate victory, I'd have to say, but a very important one with 3 consecutive clean sheets on the board and 3 straight wins. Very important. Gajic in goal because Marvin Suarez has torn an abdominal muscle and is going to miss 3 months of the season. That is depressing as hell. I've never seen a goalkeeper get that injury before, so we're going to be stuck with Gajic for a little while. And to make things worse, Assman has actually pulled a titty, essentially. That's the best way I can describe it. So he's going to be missing for, I think, 7 weeks or something with a pulled pectoral muscle. But then, in the next match, we made it 4 consecutive Premier League victories and 4 clean sheets on the bounce. And this was a trashing of Watford. Now, it looks more even, and I feel like 4 is still kind of harsh on this game. But they did have half their shots from range. So there is that. We were still pretty damn good on the night, though. I've never seen so many goddamn key passes in this one. Santana, a goal, 2 for Stepanek, 1 for El Hadji Silale on as well. Everybody was just getting involved in this match. Open play goodness for days. A 4-0 trashing of Watford at home, who, albeit, are a much poorer side this year. But we did beat them 5-1 2 seasons ago as well. But that one was that was even more unfair. But then, probably the best result we've had all season, another excellent scalp at home in the Premier League against one of the big sides. Now, Arsenal were top of the league coming into this match, and I thought, screw it, we'll set up with a standard approach and just try to hold on for the best. They started very strongly, and Kevin Niegaard put them in front, and I thought, oh, God. So after half-time, I decided, you know what, we're going to just go have a crack at it. We're only a goal down. Let's go and see what we can do. And boy, did we. And we were brilliant in the second half. Dario Santana gave us a leveler, and I thought a point would be fantastic. But then Jose Lelson Guerra, the son of war, came up with the winner in the 62nd minute to make it, I believe, 5 consecutive Premier League victories. Insane. And we then just parlayed that into another terrific result away at Crystal Palace. They weren't really that involved in this match. We were really, really good, just trouncing through teams. We've got a real cohesion. And I think it's just like last season, where towards the end, everybody kind of gelled. And once they gelled, it's just unbelievable. Stepanek gave us the lead. Again, he's been scoring goal after goal this period. We then got another one through Guerra. But they did get one back through Sehevic. But then Guerra added a 3rd one to wrap the match up and give us another comfortable victory in the Premier League to take our winning streak to 6. And we had 8 chances in this match, which was phenomenal. And then I was probably in like one more game kind of situation because I didn't want the streak to end. And I thought against Everton it was, because at half-time it was 0-0. We weren't playing that well. And I did nothing at half-time to change it other than rollick them at half-time. And in the second half, I think we created 6 of our 7 chances in the second period of this match. And it was beautiful. Issa and Peppo gave us the lead on the 62nd minute. Stepanek added another goal before Remy Dubois wrapped up the match in stoppage time with a 3rd goal. We've just got goals for days. You notice that Guerra didn't start this one. He's been out with a virus for 3 weeks. Hopefully not that virus. Let's just hope not. But all in all, just brilliant stuff all round. That's 7 consecutive victories. And you might think, you must be miles clear. Nope. This league is insanely tight. Now, I know we are 3rd, which is absolutely ridiculous right now, due to that run. But look at this. We're only 4 points clear of 8th place Newcastle. So I seriously don't think we're going to get Champions League, and I kind of don't want to. I want to sort of, I don't want to be pushed into that too soon. So obviously I'm not going to try not to, of course, but I think it's unlikely that we will. I think in the end we'll end up falling down to about 6th or 7th, but that'll be fine with me, to be honest. We've done an amazing job in the second half of this season, just string these wins together. Garrett has now got 16 league goals for the year, which is phenomenal from him. 10 assists. He's contributed to 26 of our 53 goals. That's just over half the goals that we've scored in the league he has been involved in some way, and you can't really ask for much more than that from a player. So today we've got a match off camera in between the two live comms, but it's all about the sporting matches. The board, we're already at the place where the board expected us to get to, which is good. That's where we want to be, but I feel like we might have a little bit more in the tank. The question then becomes who's actually available for the match. Yeah, we've got Leeds United off camera in between. That's not going to be easy, but the run we're on, you never know. So, we'll do a selection advice and see what's even available for us here. We won't be doing Hansen, we'll be definitely doing Ricky Griffiths in there. And Peppo will have to start instead of Guerra. It's not bad. For the most part, apart from Griffiths and Peppo and possibly Gajic, in fact, definitely Gajic, for the most part, it's okay. Suarez is there, but he's not able to play. So I'm going to put, I guess, Andriashenko on the bench. But you can see how we're down to the bare bones of players. I've got it set that unavailable players cannot be selected here at all. And these guys are not even available either, really. It's not good for us. I'd say our best bet is to go and get an away goal. And they have a left back called Guga. I wish they had a Gaga on the other side. We are into the... I didn't get this far before. I think it was my graphics drivers. Oh, I was scared, I've got to say. Honestly, the main result here is to get an away goal. If we can grab an away goal, I think we've got a good chance, particularly with our home record, the way that it's been. I really want to have a look at our home record in the league, because I actually don't think we can't have lost more than 2 home games this season in all in the league. It can't be more than 2. Feels like we've accidentally built an incredibly formidable home approach. Griffiths, now playing in the Europa League for us. He's gone past the man, ball across, and Santana! They look very, very slow and languid. Stepanek could really shred people if he wants. Can he get the final ball in, though? Ball across, and Santana again! Gajic, who, let's face it, has actually done a very, very good job in those off-camera matches. He's just won so many in a row this season, technically. Silla, and Peppo to whip one in. And it's all the way through, and Santana will probably just drop this back to him. Another good cross needed here. And Silla! Oh, lovely goal. El Hadji Silla, second phase, admittedly, but still, they don't see so many of them at all this season, so I'm all right with that. El Hadji Silla's 4th goal of the year. That's a reasonably good goal return. I think most seasons he doesn't get more than 1, maybe 2, but in the recent seasons he's done all right. Lovely ball from Peppo, completely misses everybody out, and a lovely header from El Hadji Silla gives us a 1-0 lead in Portugal, just what we needed. Heck, if we can go out here and get a comfortable win in the away leg, that would give me a chance to rotate some players for the home match, which would be very, very useful for our league campaign to give us a shot at maybe actually qualifying for the Champions League. Look at the space to the back post for Stepanek. He's got to dig it out. He does! Oh, Jesus, Thomas. Like, someone pointed out to me in the comments that Thomas Stepanek is a really selfish player. Like, even when he scores, he still is completely selfish so many times. We're just going to go do more of this in the second half. A 1-0 victory in the away leg would be a very, very strong one for us, given how good our home record is. We beat Benfica 4-0. Admittedly, as someone pointed out, they had some weaknesses around their squad, it'd be fair to say. But still, we've got a lot of injuries right now, and we're still performing well. Guga, don't let them have this. Bastos. Good save by Gajic. Loses out, but Stepanek wins it back. Goes outside. Oh, it's Santana! Well, just as I'm about to take him off, Thomas Stepanek has dug one out to the back post, and Dario Santana, at the 3rd time of asking, has come up with a massive goal. Very, very important one there. I thought we'd lost this, and I didn't think there was much on. Honestly, I thought he was just going to shoot. But to be fair, holds the play up, and then just dinks one to the far post. Santana's massive compared to Guga, and finally gets his header goal. We're 2-0 up in Portugal now. Beautiful. Dubois. Oh, lovely ball for Alberto. We've got lots of men in the box, and one of them is Peppo, and it's 3-0. Issa and Peppo, and out of nowhere, we've scored 2 in a minute. Issa and Peppo's 5th of the year, and we are 3-0 up in Portugal now. This is very, very good. We really do seem to have clicked. Something tactically has clicked with us now, and we are looking incredible. Alberto, lovely work. 1st time ball, and Peppo's header. 5th goal of the year for him. He's scored some good goals for us this season. Super duper pleased with the performance today. And Peppo's ball in again, and it's headed away, and Dubois might have a fancy here, and he scored, and it's 4. Holy Christ. I don't know where this has come from. Sporting 0, Notts County 4, and Remy Dubois. And does that count as second phase too? Because I think it kind of does. But I guess we could still argue that it hasn't happened that much this year. It's a great strike from Dubois, though. Wow. 4-0. That's insane. Dubois, lever. Oh, and tipped around the post. What I would say is Griffiths, despite not scoring and getting assists in these matches, when he has played, his ratings have been really solid. And we've played well with him in the team for whatever reason. It must be his link-up. He just seems to be able to do stuff in Peppo's ball. And Dubois now scored another one. It's 5-0. Remy Dubois, that must be the first time that he's ever scored a brace for us. 5-0 away from home in the Europa League. Lovely ball in from Issa and Peppo again, but the goalkeeper has flapped like mad, and Remy Dubois has just scored a header for us. Sporting 0, Notts County 5. What an absolute gubbing that is. Makes me wonder if we even need to see the second leg, but to be honest, we may as well. So, game off camera against Leeds, and then we're going to come back for the second leg in the home. Maybe we can get double figures on the tie. Who knows? Right, we're back. Decided to make a judgment call and do the Leeds game as a live call instead, because I think the Sporting one would be a bit boring in general, because we're obviously, I feel like we're through at 5-0 with the away result, particularly as I'm going to rest players for that game anyway, because we've got Chelsea in the league away from home, and I'd rather have players fresh for that. So we are going to go up to that match, though, so I can see if we can get the youth intake in today's episode, because I want to show you that at least, hopefully, because it's usually around this sort of time. But today, we're going to do Leeds away from home, to see if we can make it 9 consecutive victories in all competitions. We should be able to, but I don't know, I feel like we're due a bit of a slip up. With the way things are, we've slipped back down to 5th in the league, and as you can see, as things stand, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, all on 58, with Arsenal on 59 as things stand. Technically, we could go second with a victory in today's match, and only 1 point off the top of the league. But it could also go horribly wrong, and if we lose, we could technically fall down as far as 6th with Spurs. Oh no, we couldn't. So it's still very, very tight in there at the moment, but we've got a good performance on our hands here. Celso is going to miss 3 consecutive Premier League games with suspension because he's been a naughty boy this year. So I don't know who that means. It could be Jabali. Andriashenko, that actually makes more sense, to be honest, than Jabali, who's back from his loan spell. And Griffiths will come in. Everybody else... Yep, Guerra's not available yet either. I think there's a couple of extra players available, but still not a great deal. I mean, I can't have Suarez on the bench. It's just not worth it. Although I might have Hansen on the bench instead of Moya. Then again, Moya's the only backup striker we've got, so maybe we should leave that. Part of me feels, though, we are definitely due a hiccup, and I feel like this could be that game. Leeds are only a few points above the drop zone, so they could still go down, and that would allow us to steal in there and go for Jespersen, but I'm not sure. It would be nice, but I have a horrible feeling that they might beat us today. Something just, I don't know, feels a bit iffy in the air. Alberto, ball in and... Oh, great save from Adrian Gajic. The guy is a good goalkeeper, I've got to say. He's really fought back hard this season. He's earned his way back into the team, Santana, but we've managed to use all of them, really. Santana's gone past one. Can he dig it across for someone? Ball it in and Peppo and Griffiths! Oh, imagine if Ricky'd scored. Part of me does wonder if it's because we've got a lot of residual tiredness from the Europa League, and they don't. Because they've looked pretty damn sprightly so far, and we're just sort of hanging in there for now. A little bit of room. Can he drop one back inside for someone, perhaps? Alberto might pull it back for Santana, actually. He's going to shoot, I feel like. No, he's found Peppo and he scored! It's Leeds United 0, Notts County 1. Issa and Peppo's 6th goal of the year. I've got to say, Peppo has done better this year as a sort of backup player than he has being our main striker, and I feel like it's maybe because the pressure's off of him. He's done great things for us. Really patient build-up, though. I thought he was going to shoot here, but puts it into a lovely channel, and then Peppo's completely unmarked, 6th of the year for him, and we lead 1-0 at Ellen Road. Beautiful. Oh, lots of space all over the shop here. Ball through, Chitiyu clears it. Guys, get yourselves back in positions. Get yourself set. Chong! That's a really nice goal from Taki Chong. You can't really argue with that equaliser for Leeds. They deserve that. They've been the better side on the night. We were ahead massively against the run of play. We need to just up our intensity in the second half a little bit here. Screw it. We're going to press them in the second half. Try to really be a bit more aggressive. I know we're tired, but I feel like our best thing is to take the game to them now, rather than trying to be a bit more ponderous as we've tend to have been. Because what we were doing before just wasn't really working for us. It's like, oh, wow. That's an insane strike from Taki Chong there. I guess it's the deserved lead that they've now got, but from a dead ball situation, that's a bit frustrating. I felt like we were due one. The tiredness has really caught up with us. That being said, Gajic probably should be saving that. McCall wants ball in. Oh, wow, what a touch from Minivan. They're giving a lot of these penalties all of a sudden. These sort of random push ones. That's all the penalties that seem to be given lately. Dragomir steps up. And what a save from Adrian Gajic. He's redeemed himself for that poor effort from the free kick to save the penalty, but we still look nothing. We've got no chances in this match. We've looked very, very poor in this second half. We've actually got worse. I think the tiredness has just caught up with us in the end. Yeah, we have offered absolutely sweet nothing in the second half of this match. No, basically, I think we've had one shot in the entire second half. Just nothing. Leeds have been much, much better than us. We've just not had the energy to do it today. We were due one, but I'll take it. It's a piss-poor performance from us in general, but we were due one after a little while. It's a shame it had to come today when we were still fighting up there. Gajic was still pretty good on the night, but could have done without that poor one from the free kick. Good performance from Taki Chong, though, I've got to say, and he did well to save the penalty. Frustrating, though. Nobody could just really get their act together today. Silla was particularly poor in the midfield for a lot of the game, and that really did cost us. That's a shame. As long as this now doesn't send us onto some like record-breaking losing run out of nowhere. That's our first defeat for such a long time. We slipped to 5th in the league, 3 points off the top 4, as I kind of expected. The battle is really between us, Spurs, Man United and Newcastle. After that lovely spell of green, it is all gone. So, if we get through, which the chances are we will, then the next episode will of course be the next knockout rounds, and it will probably be both legs. I think it'll either be Espanyol or someone else. I can't remember who exactly. So I think there's a good chance that we could have a crack at another round of the Europa League too. That first win, the 5-0 trashing, is superb. We've barely conceded any goals. Look, 4 straight, then 2 1-goal games, then 2 more straight clean sheets, and then obviously the 2 against Leeds, which is poor from us. But defensively good, attacking-wise very good. I mean, since Man United, we haven't not scored. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, in spite of all the higgledy-pigglediness, drop a like, that'd be tremendous. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will join you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun, Capybara. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.